I'm highly favored. Don't want to play me.
Okay. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wait, that 380! It's a party now! It's a party now! Hey, Alabama. 52, right 52. Switch up. Hey, wahoo! Check and reload!
Brady now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Look at me. Go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah. At the 45-yard line. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Echo. Back. Look, squeeze. Blue draw quarters. Shoot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Rock it. Go. You're out. Under crunch. Kill.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Hey, check it.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Shift. Jim. Hey, Haywood. Now. Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Lock. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Bravo. Yep. I got motion. Hey, lock it. Switch gears. 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Fair. Hey, orbit.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Corey Coleman. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Smith! Yo, go! Hard!
Watch the edge!
Pilot, 64, weak! Lee Griffin!
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Block now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, that's out to his running back, Michel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught off a deflection. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second down and 4. Lock looking middle, and that it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Clock now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam on. Now.
On first down, Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Lindsey. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
McManus's point after is good, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
High 7. Look, squeeze.
10, under 10, 10.
Hey. Hit it.
Block now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Just drop, rock it. Hey, exit. Go. Go.
Check your hot read. Switch.
You're out. Ready.
Block gonna throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Set, ready, 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Safety screaming.
Snap.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Charlie. Alpha.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
15 line. Yes. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Alpha.
57.
Rock to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Here's White, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They stay on the ground with White. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Hey, go 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. Brady now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Switch. Tight dog. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Go.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.D. Cannon. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 16 yards.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's into the hands of Pascal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey! Leo! X3, 218, chopper. Speed triple.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score